Hey everybody, third unexpected video. I thought I'd go ahead and share something with you that needs to be shared at this point, because I don't know when I do my final reveal that I'm going to have the time to point out everything you're looking at. This is the shark's guts. This is the, we're back. This is GRAIL Part 3. This is the Stannarts Bruce the Shark, Mechanical Shark. And where I'm at it right now is, of course, I've kind of gotten as far as I can with the interior of the shark, the guts. Now, I'm having to do a huge amount of guesswork at this point. Yes, I've got a lot of detailing in there. There's oil stains. I've looked at so many references. I've got the Designing Jaws book by Joe Alves, where he shows one of the opening panels, a great shot of this shark looming over the water. I've gone online and gotten other reference shots of that, blown them up, color corrected them, lightened them. You have to color correct some of the old 1974 photographs. It's real hard to tell what you're doing. Like, for instance, I thought this whole construct here was silver or some kind of metallic, like it was made of metal, and the truth is it's probably PVC. Most of the stuff in here is hoses and PVC. Would be, I've got a yard guy going by out there, ignore that, but it just adds to the mechanical nature of the video. So you got to consider everything inside this shark. It's all pneumatics and hydraulics and stuff to make the shark work. And you're looking at pistons, piston motors and stuff mounted to boxes. It's all secured to a steel frame inside the shark. You can't see all of it once he's put together, but there's the machinery at the front end for raising and lowering his head. It's stuff that you'll hardly ever see once this head's in place. And you can see I'm ready to mount the head to it. So I want to do that so I can do my puttying, and I've got a lot of puttying and sanding to do on the exterior. This model let me tell you something. When David Stan does these casts, if you do get this model, don't worry about something that's going to be real breakable this is the densest resin I've ever seen. It's like concrete. And like the pieces that need to bend to let you do things, they do. They flex so that you can put them in and out of things and don't break off. It's an astounding job by David Stan. He's at least, if he hasn't got a detailed diagram or a photo record of the interior of this dang thing, he has done one heck of a job extrapolating what's in there and how to make it work as a model. Now, mine, this green color is a little green on camera. I'm looking at the image. Let me just show you what colors I chose, because it's very subjective. There were clearly green paint, some kind of oxide paint painted on all the metal parts, probably to protect them from the water. Then you've got PVC. Then you've got hoses. I added hoses that weren't in the kit with just, cheap rubber hose you can buy at the hobby shop and cut them off by the yard, whatever. There are a couple that come with the model. This one here, rather complex thing, hooks in about right there and hangs down over the wheel. And then there's another heavy gauge guy here with a lot of tape. I'm not sure why this one was all taped up. I'm sure the chew crew guy, maybe it's leaks in the hydraulics. I don't know, but these are bonded together. Anyway, when you get the kit, you get these. These are resin. These two are resin. And you don't get all of those hoses that are in there, like this little loopy one and some of the others. So I looked at the photos the best I could, and I just sort of draped some of the hosing and things that are in there. There's black ones. And I did note that those blue things, that's some kind of actuators or something. Little junction box. More of that, little pistons and things. I did some wiring to the pistons that make the head work. I did the best I could to interpret it. And there's all these little drippy oil stains on this main core beam. If you get the kit, just understand the interior. It's daunting. I didn't even want to start the kit. I just wanted to try to make it a full exterior shark. I wasn't even going to cheat maybe and wall all this in. And I'm like, no, I got the dang thing for this. You got to forgive me. I'm a customizer by nature. I see a model, I'll alter it, I'll do things to it. We'll see in the next video when I do the final reveal with the paint and all that. We'll see the head, and I'll give you a few things I did. And again, you can get David's model. There's plenty of videos. You can get it right out of the horn, build it, and it looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. Look at that shape of that fin. That's the Bruce dorsal, you know. That's the Bruce tail, you know. Oh, and this is the rig it was set on. I've got some rust and a little bit of dirt on it because I figured it's going in and out. It hooks in, around here, and this is what raised and lowered the shark out of the water. You know, this is the thing, and it sets in a base that I don't want to reveal yet. There's a water top base with a kind of a decorative area under it. A lot of this is interpretive. David did a fine job of designing everything, and I've said before, his eye for the shark itself is nothing short of miraculous. I do want to say kudos. There is a British Bruce sculptor producer out there. I've mentioned Shark City Ozark, but there's a guy in England that does some sharks. I've seen a video, and you can search for it on YouTube. There's a 50-inch video of Bruce shark that this guy's got on his dining room table that is nothing short of miraculous. But it doesn't have any interior like this. It's just the exterior of the shark. There it is. Bam. You know. And almost all the sharks are open mouth with a slightly elevated head, based more on the junkyard / museum shark than anything else, because he is the most easy reference. So a lot of sharks are based on that. A lot of them. They're just, out there in droves where you can see that posture. One of the things that drew me to David Stann's model is very simple. I'm going to, wow, right there. That photograph, as you see, it's on my wallpaper on my computer. It's what he based the kit on. Now you see the hanging head, that it's heavy, it's not in use, it's up out of the water. You see the hoses, you see the interior. I know on my screen it's probably the colors are all altered, sorry about that. But the interior piping and stuff, the metallic frame is painted that green. So, there we come. Let this thing color correct. Color correct. There we go. And this is closer to the colors that are in the photographs that I've seen when you correct them. Now I used Vallejo colors. I used yellow green. That's my primary color for the piping. I tempered that sometimes here and there with khaki. The background up inside there, I went ahead and painted khaki. It's got a slight green quality to it. I lightened anything with sand, with dark sand. And also I used ochre brown. Those are my primary colors for the interior of the shark, or the edges, depending on how you do it, with the yellow-green being the frame color. And of course, again, my wiring and matching the wiring inside. You'll note this sort of yellow piping here. I thought it was silver. Half the photographs you cannot tell the color of this stuff. But I found this one great close-up shot online at an angle. It's looking at it about like this. And it was yellow. And I went, no, And the more I started looking at the photos, the more I realized it was a sort of a yellow color. And there was a sort of a yellow band on this piece behind it. The more you look at the photos, if you get the kit, the more you look at the interior photos, the more you see. And it guides you pretty well into what to do. I even asked David about, is there a wiring chart? Is there a hosing chart? I don't think there is. I think we, the crafters of the model, have just got to use our imagination and do the best you can. If you understand hydraulics and understand all that, you might have a little better understanding of why something should go where. But and without a chew crew guy sitting here to say, oh, that was the so and so, that went to the servo, or that went to the this. I don't have any of that. So I'm doing the best I can. And I figure at the end of the day, most people aren't going to say anything. They're just going to look at it. Oh, look, it's the guts on the inside of the shark. You're going to get away with murder anyway. So don't be afraid if you're looking at this kit going, I don't want to get that. Oh man, it's so cool. It's so cool. I've called it my GRAIL. You might go, well, isn't the shark itself your GRAIL? Well, yes, it is. But having the whole thing, having the interior anchors it to Jaws. It anchors it to the history. It anchors it to the experience, and anchors it to the fact it's not a real shark. So yeah, this is where I am on the interior. Coming up the next video will be the exterior paint and probably the final reveal. It may take a little while on that. Another shout out to Mr. Super Clear Matte, Mr. Hobby Super Clear Matte. That's what I spray things with. Just seal them, even if they're down in there. Oh, and one last thing. I dirty it. I use a little watered up black and oil stains and stuff. I just dirty it. I've seen too many painted models of this thing, and it's real clean. Like, they just built it. Well, even when they built it, they were spilling glue and oil and crap. So get in there and dirty it. Don't be afraid to get a little mud. Do some washes of black on things. Let them drip, run. It just adds that last minute thing that looks real. Okay, that's it for today. I've gone on long enough. Again, major kudo thanks to David Stan and for the time he took to research this and get it into a kit that is astonishingly cool and solid and worth your money and worth your time. Look into it, Stannarts.com, get it. If you like this video, if you have comments, comment please, like, subscribe, all those things. And you could really let me know that you're happy with this by going to David Stan and ordering a kit. So, tell them that Les sent you. And you guys take care. We'll see you final round. Bye, guys.